So, you're getting married. Congratulations. You've got a wonderful time ahead. Something really great to look forward to. You've also got a lot of work to do. You've got a huge amount of planning to do and decisions to make. The venue, how many guests, the dress, the food, the flowers, and at some point, the photographer. And I wanted to spend just a few minutes and try and give you some help to help you choose the right photographer for you. And this is actually quite difficult. This is actually my third attempt at doing this, because trying to give you the information that will actually help you to choose the right photographer is really very difficult. If you're choosing food, you can go and taste it, and you can argue about the price, and you can get what you want. The venue, obviously, you can go and visit and get what you want. Photographer, because it's all after the event, it's really quite difficult actually. So I'm going to try and make this as structured as I can and hope that it does actually help you. But first of all, many couples tend to rate photography quite well down the list of importance, because on your wedding day, the venue is obviously really important, the food's important, the flowers are going to be important, the dress, excuse me. Photography, so you've got a photographer at your wedding, and they're just kind of floating about and they organise the group shots, but most of the time they're in the background just taking photos. Obviously there are some times when, for my style of photography, I actually get the couple to pose in a particular place so we can get the lighting right and everything else. But they don't actually contribute much to your day. So, why is photography important? And it's been shown scientifically that our memories are influenced a lot by photographs. So 2 weeks after your wedding, when you see your photographs, there's going to be 90% of those photographs are going to be things which you didn't see at the time. On your wedding day, I'm sure an entire wedding day lasts about 5 minutes. It just flies by. So the photographs are going to be things which you didn't see, and they will colour your memory for the rest of your life of your wedding. And that is why I believe it's really important to get the right photographer for you. Because if you get it wrong, it could end up giving you memories of your wedding which are ones you'd rather not have. So I've broken this down, and I'll try and be as helpful as I can, as concise as I can, and hopefully you'll find it useful. First thing, price. Everyone's got a budget. Your budget might be £300, it might be £10,000, but everyone's got a budget. And it's very tempting just to say, well, I've got a budget of, let's say, £1,500 for photography, and just go through Google, look at the people on the top of the list on Google, you search for wedding photographer, whatever, your town or your county, comes up with a list, you look at the ones at the top, and you look at their prices. Point number one, the people on the top of Google aren't necessarily the best photographers. They are the best at getting their website ranked by Google to show up at the top of the list. That's obviously a totally different skill to photography. So don't necessarily assume that just because they're high up in Google on the first page or the second page that they are great photographers. It's more likely that they're great at getting their website well ranked with Google. Anyway, you find someone, just mention wedding websites, supplier websites, people like Bridebook, Hitched, My Wedding Supplier, those kind of people. You can go on there and you can do the same thing. You can look for someone to supply the flowers, the food, and photography. And I know, because I do this. Beware again that the people who are showing up at the top on those sort of sites are people like myself who are paying to be up the top of that list. So again, not necessarily the best. So anyway, at some point you'll find someone and you'll look at their prices, and this is really difficult because it's almost impossible to compare one photographer's prices with another photographer's prices, because we all do different things. You might find someone doing, if you've got a budget of £1,500, you might find someone who's doing a full day, who's got really good reviews and all the other things we'll look at in a second, and tick all those boxes, and they're only £1,000. But all they do is the photography and give you 400, say, unedited images in a gallery or on a USB. Someone else, like myself, will charge £16.45, but give you albums, prints, 2 videos, and enlargements, and 200 individually edited images. So trying to compare one with another and trying to compare price is really, really difficult. You might be lucky and come across 2 photographers who do something very similar. Or maybe you can get a price for just the photography and then add on any products you want afterwards. But beware, it's not straightforward. It's not just about the first price that you see. So that's number one. The second is style. What style of photography do you want? Do you want fun, lots of laughing, all those moments captured where people are having a really good time? Do you want a photographer who will spend lots of time with you as a couple, creating wonderful photos of just you as a couple? Do you want really light, airy, soft kind of photographs? Or do you want more dark, moody, mysterious kind of photographs? What do you want? Because, and again, I'm sorry, this isn't easy. Again, what you'll see on a lot of photographers' websites is the photos that they want you to believe you're going to get. There are many wedding photographer websites where, if you look at the photos, you would think all they ever do is photos in the middle of summer at wedding venues that have got beautiful gardens. But of course that's not life, is it? Your wedding might be on a wet, windy Wednesday in the middle of town. You're not going to get those photos that you see on their website. So again, just be careful. Really do your research and make sure you're going to get the type of photos that you want that's going to suit you. Next, experience and reviews. It might sound really easy to pick up a camera, go to a wedding and just stand there and take pictures. It's actually not, because wedding photography involves portrait photography, it involves some action photography, it involves product photography, it involves photography in very difficult conditions. Some churches are so dark that taking good photographs is very, very difficult, and you need very good camera gear to actually be able to do it. So experience, camera gear, can they get those shots no matter what the situation? It's pouring with rain. Are they still going to be able to get photographs of the group shots? How are they going to approach that? What do they do if asked these questions? If they've got the experience, they will answer those questions to your satisfaction. Reviews. What do other people say? And look on places where the reviews must be genuine. Something like Facebook is because other people have to exist as other people. You can't make them up. There are some places where you could post fictitious reviews. So again, be careful. Due diligence. Make sure that everything is true and honest. Next one. I hope I'm getting through these quickly enough for you. Personality. This, I believe, is really very important. At a full-day wedding, say a 10-hour wedding, I would spend probably 8 hours of those 10 hours actually with either the bride or the groom or their guests. And although I'm floating around in the background for much of that time and not getting in people's way, it's your personality as a photographer still comes across to those people. Are you polite but able to still get the shot? Can you say to someone, oh, can you do that again? Do you mind? That was a really good shot, but I didn't get a chance to get that. And the way you interact with people at a wedding is really important. And also, of course, it's surprising the number of times I get asked by the bride or groom, what should we do about so and so? I hadn't thought about this, and the day is progressing, and there's something they'd forgotten about. What's your advice? You've been to scores, 100 weddings before. What would you suggest? And I do get asked those sort of things as well. So the photographer at your wedding is probably going to be, in fact, almost certainly going to be the most experienced wedding person that you're going to have at your wedding, and they can be an invaluable source of solution, problem solving, and that sort of thing. And make sure you get on with them, of course. And finally, meet them. That'll help you understand their personality. If you can meet them and actually get some photographs taken, say an engagement shoot, then you'll actually see them at work. You'll get to understand how they work. Are they able to get photographs of you, which when you see the photographs, you like the photographs, you like the style. Do you like them as a person? And providing all the other boxes are ticked and they're within your budget, you've probably found the right person for you. I wish I could give you something that says tick this, tick that, but it's not that simple. It does require work, research and time, but I do believe it's worth it because, as I say, these photographs are going to last you for the rest of your life. I hope that's been of some use. Obviously, if you'd like to ask me any questions, please get back to me. If you'd like to talk to me about your wedding, I'd be very happy, of course. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best with your wedding. Thanks for watching.